Okay, hi everyone. So I'm going to describe my student Melanie, and according to Rubin's criteria, like Jen, I think that Melanie is a good language learner. She is a willing and accurate guesser. She does have a very strong drive to communicate in English, and she's actively involved in class. She participates with enthusiasm. She always arrives on time, she's always done her homework, and she's well prepared. She always sits at the front of class too if we're in rows, and she always makes sure that she sits next to her two friends who are also very motivated, because some students in the class are not so motivated and speak a lot of French, and she always makes sure she sits next to her two friends who are very motivated. So as soon as she walks through the door, she speaks English with me and with everyone else, and she actually encourages the others to speak English too when they drift into French. She monitors her own speech by self-correcting, and sometimes peer corrects, but she tends to pull them up more for speaking in French. So she's uninhibited. She practices and seeks out conversations by making sure she's sat next to her friends who speak English, and she is very hard-working. Outside of class, she uses the software Tell Me More. She's done 20 hours on that. She does exercises on the internet, watches TED Talks, attends the extra laboratory classes. And her homework is always immaculate, perfect. She writes out whole sentences instead of just filling in the gaps. She underlines, uses colour, and uses the new vocabulary, and puts into practice the new grammar that we've learnt. She does attend to form and meaning, asking what words mean, how to spell them, how to pronounce them even. And finally, I'd just quickly say that although she's a very hard worker, and I think she's made a lot of progress, she doesn't seem to respond well to aptitude tests, because she's actually the only one in the group whose level went down on the TOEIC. She decreased 50 points, and everybody else increased 100, 150, 200. So I was really surprised about that. But I'm convinced that she's going to get this TOEIC after the 3 years, because she's such a hard worker. So there we go. Bye.